Imagine this. Two neighbors live on the same street. They earn almost the same salary. They drive the exact same car, same color, same year, same dealership. But 10 years later, one of them has an extra $25,000 in his bank account. The other doesn't. And here's the strange part. For the first few years, the guy making the worst financial decision actually looks smarter. His monthly payment is lower. His car is newer. His friends think he's winning. Even he thinks he's winning. Until one day, the math catches up. And when it does, it's brutal. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how a seemingly harmless car payment quietly drains tens of thousands of dollars from ordinary people. Because this isn't really a story about cars. It's a story about how small financial decisions can secretly shape your entire future. And once you see it, you'll never look at a monthly payment the same way again. Meet Matthew and Michael. Both are 32 years old. Both earn $60,000 a year. Both need a reliable car. Nothing flashy, just a nice $32,000 sedan. They walk into the same dealership on the same Saturday afternoon. Same salesperson. Same coffee machine in the waiting area, same sales pitch, but they leave with two completely different financial futures. Matthew chooses the lease, $2,500 down, just $299 a month. The salesperson smiles. Look at that payment, less than $10 a day. Matthew loves it. $300 a month feels manageable. Comfortable, safe, Michael chooses to buy. He puts down $3,500. Finances the rest for 5 years. His payment? $558 per month. Matthew nearly laughs. You're paying almost double what I am. Michael shrugs. Maybe Matthew is right. Maybe he is overpaying. Maybe he made the wrong choice. And that's exactly where most people stop thinking. Because dealerships know something about human psychology. Most people don't buy based on total cost. They buy based on monthly pain. And monthly pain can be manipulated. Stretch the loan. Adjust the terms. Move numbers around. Suddenly, a very expensive purchase feels affordable. But affordable and cheap are not the same thing. That's the first trap. For the next 3 years, Matthew feels brilliant. His payment is low. His car is brand new. Everything is covered under warranty. No repair bills. No surprises. Life is easy. Meanwhile, Michael feels the opposite. Every month, another $558 disappears. And to make things worse, his car is losing value. Fast, after 1 year, his $32,000 car is worth maybe $25,000. After 2 years, maybe $21,000. After 3 years, around $18,000. Think about that. Michael has spent thousands of dollars and the thing he bought keeps becoming less valuable. Psychologically, that feels awful. It feels like losing. Matthew notices. His friends notice. Even Michael notices. If you looked only at the first 3 years, Matthew appears to be crushing it. In fact, let's look at the numbers. After 3 years, Matthew has spent about $13,000. Michael has spent roughly $23,500. That's more than a $10,000 difference. $10,000. If the story ended here, leasing would look like a genius move. But this story isn't ending at year 3. It's just getting interesting. Quick question. When was the last time you heard a car commercial talk about the total 10-year cost? Never, you hear. Only $299 a month. Only $399 a month. Only $499 a month. Because the monthly payment is the magic trick. It's the shiny object. It's the thing you're supposed to look at, so you don't notice everything else. And year 4 is where the magician reveals the trick. Matthew's lease expires. He returns to the dealership. The car is gone. The payments he made? Gone. The equity? None. The ownership? None. Now he faces a choice. Buy the car. Walk away. Or lease another one. Like most people, he leases again. New contract. New payment. New down payment. New beginning. And that's when something important happens. Matthew doesn't realize he's back at square one. Again, Michael? He's not starting over. He's getting closer to the finish line. Every payment he makes increases his ownership. Every payment Matthew makes resets the clock. One is running on a treadmill, the other is climbing a staircase. At first, the treadmill feels easier, but after enough time, you realize you're standing in the exact same place. And that's the moment most people never calculate. The payment isn't the product, the cycle is. 5 years after buying, Michael makes his final payment. Done, finished, no more car loan, no more monthly debt. For the first time in years, that $558 stays in his bank account. Now imagine something. What happens if Michael takes that same $558 every month and simply saves it, or invests it? Suddenly, the equation changes dramatically. Meanwhile, Matthew is still making payments, month after month, year after year. And here's the scary part. Most lease drivers stop noticing. The payment becomes normal. Background noise, like a subscription service, like a utility bill, like something that's just always there. But permanent payments create permanent consequences, even when they feel small. Before we continue, if you're finding this breakdown helpful so far, take a second to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Because the biggest money mistakes rarely look like mistakes when you're making them. And that's exactly what we uncover here. Now let's look at the hidden costs most people never see coming. Now let's talk about the costs hiding in the shadows. Mileage limits, extra fees, wear and tear charges, return fees, small scratches, small dents, tiny issues that somehow become expensive problems. And here's what makes these costs dangerous. They're invisible when you sign. Nobody gets excited about reading page 14 of a lease agreement. Nobody walks into a dealership asking about disposition fees. People focus on the payment. The dealership focuses on the payment. The entire conversation revolves around the payment. But wealth isn't built by looking at monthly numbers. Wealth is built by understanding lifetime costs. And those are very different conversations. Think about it. A tiny scratch on the bumper, a wheel scraped against a curb, a few extra 1,000 miles driven during a family road trip. Individually, none of these feel like a big deal. But when the lease ends, the bill arrives. And suddenly, all those little details become expensive. That's why the true cost of leasing is often higher than the monthly payment suggests. The payment gets all the attention. The extra fees stay hidden in the background until it's time to pay them. Let's fast forward 10 years. Matthew has gone through multiple leases, new cars, new contracts, new payments. Everything feels modern. Everything feels comfortable. Everything feels affordable. But over the decade, he's spent tens of thousands of dollars. And at the end, he still has a payment. Michael's path wasn't glamorous, his car got older, it wasn't exciting. Nobody complimented him for driving a paid-off sedan, but his payment disappeared years ago. And the vehicle still belongs to him. One guy bought convenience, the other bought ownership. One rented transportation, the other purchased freedom. And freedom compounds. That's the part people miss. Think about what happened. When Michael finished paying off his car, he gained options. He could save more, invest more, build wealth faster. Every month without a payment created opportunity. Matthew never reached that point. His payments simply continued under a different contract, different vehicle, same cycle. That's why the wealth gap keeps growing. Not because one person made a dramatic decision, but because one small choice kept repeating itself year after year. Now here's the truth. This video isn't saying leasing is always bad. There are situations where leasing makes perfect sense. Business owners, certain tax situations, luxury vehicles with expensive maintenance. Specific circumstances exist, But for the average person driving the average car, the biggest mistake isn't leasing, and it isn't buying. The biggest mistake is making a 5-figure decision based on a monthly payment. Because monthly payments are designed to feel small, total costs reveal the truth. The next time someone slides a payment sheet across the table, pause, ignore the monthly number for a moment. Instead ask, how much will this cost me in 5 years? How much will this cost me in 10 years? And what will I actually own when it's over? That single question can save you thousands, maybe tens of thousands. And sometimes, the smartest financial decisions are the ones that don't feel exciting at all. They're just the ones that leave more money in your future. Because real wealth isn't built by looking wealthy. It's built by making decisions that quietly improve your future. Month after month, year after year, while everyone else is focused on appearances. The people who win financially are usually doing something much less exciting. They're paying attention to the numbers. And the numbers tell a very different story than the monthly payment ever will. If this video changed the way you think about car payments, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Because some of the most expensive financial mistakes don't happen because people are careless. They happen because nobody ever explained the numbers. And that's exactly what we're here to do. Every week, we break down real-world money decisions, the kinds of choices that quietly shape your financial future. So if you want to make smarter decisions, avoid costly mistakes, and keep more of your hard-earned money, subscribe and join us. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. Take care of your money. And I'll see you in the next one.